Hello, Internet. This is Dylan, and this is a reading for Laura Stagg Hesser. The deck has been shuffled. It has been cut in 2/3 of the way in as you requested. Let's go ahead and start the reading. I want to keep this as short as possible. So the first card that pops up for you is the Prince of Disc. So this represents like a steadfast worker, someone that's not particularly into spiritual matters, slow to anger, but once they get aroused on something, they really get into it. So it kind of represents planting the seeds of something else, like very steadfastly. These next two cards are going to represent your personality and the nature of the situation at hand, and it could be either one. And the three kind of tell the story of the general reading. So we've got the Priestess, and we've got Sorrow. So the Priestess, I'm going to take a quick look because I haven't had her pop up much. So she is a pure, exalted, and gracious influence that can enter the matter. So she means change, alteration, increase and decrease, fluctuation. And she may be led away by enthusiasm unless careful balance is maintained. We also have the Sorrow card. I'm going to show you these up close. So here's the Priestess. She's one of the trumps. And I'm probably going to do a video later on explaining the trumps. They mean kind of a more powerful influence on what's going on. And then we have the Three of Swords, which represents sorrow. The swords often indicate some kind of strife or conflict, so let's see what's going on. The Three of Swords. Melancholy, unhappiness, tears, disruption, sowing of discord and strife, delay, absence, separation, mirth, and forbidden pleasures. So there's something going on here. You're definitely building up towards something, and there's a sense of that there's a sorrow in it, as well as there's a lot of change, and I think you're kind of changing as a person, I would say. So there's growth going on. So this next card, these next two cards actually describe two possible futures, or two possible outcomes. So the first one, we've got the Princess of Wands. This is a beautiful card. I think you'll like it. Princess of Wands. The other outcome is success. All right. So it looks like there's two really, really powerful things coming up here. And, you know, this wand very much is kind of symbolizing the fire of it. Let's see. Princess of Wands. Princess of Wands, what exactly do you mean? So, okay. So this is a young woman, individualistic, brilliant, with daring and great energy. She is sudden and violent in love or anger, and she's enthusiastic. So princess may represent someone, it may represent a part of you. And success is also a disc. Discs represent those material things. Remember, the things we can grasp onto. And the Six of Discs means that there's definitely something material coming your way. So this card, this is weird doing it upside down. I haven't done this much. So this one is going to assist you in making whatever decision is necessary. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's another beautiful card. It's another trump. So we've got a really powerful force. Like there are things in the works. A change in fortune, generally good. This is the Destiny card, something that's just, it's coming. The next one is going to describe forces that are beyond your control. This can mean things that you can adapt, or it can mean advice. It depends. Let's see what else pops up. Ooh, oppression. So this is a force beyond your control, that there is some sort of crossing. Now, this is a wand card. Wands mean growth. So it's an oppression that will help you grow. I'm going to double check this as well. 10 of Wands. It's a force detached from spiritual sources. Cruelty and malice, selfishness, lying, repression, slander, fire in its most destructive uh, aspect. So it's powerful, whatever it is. And these are things outside of your control. These are the things to help you make the decision. These are the two outcomes. So now we're going to go on to the outcome a little bit farther and see what it has to say. Oh wow, we have the Emperor, another Trump. There's a lot going on here. So the Emperor, he sits very regally. He represents a part of a growth. Like all the Trumps represent a part of like the human experience. And he means that that there's love, beauty, happiness, pleasure, success, fruitfulness. Oh wait, my bad, that's the Empress. Whoops, strike that back. The Emperor is war, conquest, victory, strife, stability, power, originality, government, energy, ambition. So he represents someone that is powerful and at the same time kind of very fiery, and it can be both destructive and it can also be really for building up something, creating something greater. It's an emperor. There's good and bad in every empire. So we're going to follow this next line a little farther. We have the Lovers, another trump card. There's 78 cards and there are only 22 trumps, so when they pop up it signifies a little farther. So the Lovers card, alongside success, let's see what that is. Lovers, you mean openness to inspiration, intuition, intelligence, childishness, attraction, beauty, love. This card usually signifies that there is love going on. This and the Two of Cups are both kind of the love cards. Alright, let's see what else is going on as far as the things that will help you make the decision. Science. Science is one of my favorite cards. Alright, I want to say this correctly, so I'm going to look it up again. The Six of Swords. Intelligence that has realized its goal. Labor, work, success after anxiety, passage from difficulty can mean also a journey by water. So this means that you're taking things and you've been pointing them in a direction. Notice how they're all focused on that one point, and you've taken an opportunity from it. Fantastic. I don't know what it is. That's not the point here, but this is what the cards say. So the next one. Oh, force outside your control, happiness. It's a cup. Cups represent passions, feelings, emotions. This one, whoops, like in the modern deck of cards, there we go. The cups are represented by the hearts. And this one's a really good card. You know, it means that all your cups are being filled. You're very happy. All right, so I'm going up on 8 minutes. I only have 15, so the rest of the next future is power. Now, this is power in a materialistic way. It's another disc. So I don't know how I feel about this outcome yet. Let me see the end of this one. Oh wow, the princessy disc. So she, oh, and I'll show you power as well. Here's power. Here's the Princess of Disc. So she's pregnant with the world, and that wheel that she has right there represents like the wheel of all the emotions that we can have. So what she means, she's also probably a person or an aspect of you. Princess of Disc is, she represents the earthy part of Earth. She's a young woman, beautiful and strong, as if beholding a secret wonder, pregnant with all life. She is generous, kind, diligent, benevolent, and preserving. And this is a disc followed by a disc. So when two of the same suit are near each other, they amplify each other. So there is success along with this Princess of Disc and the Lover card in between them. So there is success and love. So I don't know who this person could be, but I bet someone is in the picture. Alright, the next thing that will help you with the decision is the Knight of Wands. So this is, the wands represent that fire element, remember? The Knight, think of the Knight as like the Jack. So the Knight of Wands represents a man with the qualities of activity, generosity, impetuosity, pride, and swiftness. And yeah, nothing that's hostile against each other, so these all are working together. I don't know who this could be, but they're helping you to make the decision. And then finally, the forces outside of your control, completion. Completion is the Four of Wands. Remember, a growth card. So there is something that's going to come to an end. There is an oppression, there is happiness, and there is completion. I don't know what this is, but I bet it's interesting. So what I see here, and the advice that I can give, you're working through things. You will grow through it, and there will be sorrow. There will also be oppression. However, if you heed the Knight of Wands, keep pointing your intellect at it, and allow the Wheel of Fortune to make its moves, then you can see success and love, and I feel like you're going to meet the Princess of Disc if you haven't already. If so, there's definitely a sense of happiness and completion coming. So that's my reading for you. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and alright, I'm on to the next one.